Hello and welcome back to Heart of the Machine. We are trying for some of our final achievements today. Unleashing war raptors upon the city, throwing everybody into the Torment Nexus. We have just completed a great and terrible protector, building a bajillion mega blocks to house 1 million people from the slums. It was messy. It took a lot more time than we anticipated, but we're able to finally start moving on from it, thankfully. So we're going to start today by capturing some high-res people and throwing them in the Torment Nexus. High-class capture drones. Bada boom. I'm not even going to defend against that. I need 600 more people. What about you? You know, I still feel confident in that. We have so many bulk units around, it's not really an issue. As expected, problems have arisen. The feeding ports are becoming infected. You don't want to mess around with normal antibiotics because they will not stay useful. You want a novel fungal solution. So we're going into Street Sense. We're going into project related. And we're finding where the goop is. And we're getting goopy. SecForce is securing IP, here to prevent the leak of intellectual property. Not really an issue. There's so many people around there just going to open fire on him. It is kind of comical, the situation here. In the meantime, why don't I have my Carver check out some other locations, and he can scare off anybody who looks like they might be an issue. Then we can pass the turn, grab the rest of them. And keep clearing out guys. As long as we have troops. Now, I'm going to keep upgrading the remote unit controller because I do really like having lots of bulk androids. It seems to work pretty well for our playstyle. Y'all got a bit of room that you don't need to worry about anything. I guess I could just grab these guys and watch as the problem solves itself. No problem. Biomulchers, mineral scroungers, assemblers, or slurry spiders. I'm actually running low on biomulchers, so that's fantastic for us. I needed much more biomulching so that my hab blocks could actually continue to be fed. Now, we are recommended to build more towers to increase our brain output. And also TPM refineries for the Torment vessels. So we'll get a couple of those bad boys down as well. Ensuring that we got everything we need. You scare off those guys. Having collected some unusual fungal samples, you have a plan for radical therapy that no doctor would ever sign off on. You tell the researchers it's just for animal experiments. If you've not established a shell company, now would be a good time. If you have a shell company but are short on funds, consider selling excess resources. We need epidemiology and botany research. Well, that shouldn't be too hard for us. I'm going to rob the syndicate just a little bit more. You know, I guess I could sell some stuff, but I don't really need to. I have abandoned humans, which I don't understand because we have space in these residential mega blocks. I also don't really want to gather up any more slum humans. That being said, I guess I'm building a few more of these in the meantime. And we know that having additional torment nexuses are going to be good. So I'm going to just start setting them up where I can. Epidemiology can get another lab as well. Can botany? No, I need lab operator robotics. I don't have a veterinarian. So let's grab one of them. I also don't have a neuroscientist yet. Which is a little concerning. Because I'm for sure going to need that. Contemplation for saber bees. We can start combining bees and robots together, which is great for us. Boo. Better micro builder mini fabs is something we've been really hurting on. We also have another old donut file over here. Thinking about donuts. Always good to think about some donuts. Okay, we're already working on the saber bee research. And it's not overlapping with our fungal therapy, which is great. These guys are trying to get rid of my slum deconstruction hubs. So I'm just going to cut a bunch of them down. I know that kills off my carver, but that's not really an issue. Because he comes right back. Livy, hello, how we doing? Hi, 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 hi. You hired Dr. House? Which one? Dr. House from the show house, or Dr. House is in... Oh, I guess he's Mr. House, who runs New Vegas. What do we want here? Keep upgrading the Mind Annex. Further, take it easy, my dude. Have a good dinner. I hope it's delicious. Dude, this is saying I can build so many more wind generators, and I'm actually kind of running a little bit... I'm not running low on power, but I'm starting to run low on power. So I think it's a conversation we should have. Max android capacity or better repair spiders. I gotta go for better repair spiders. It just keeps everything running so smooth when you have a ton of repair spiders. Background conflicts. There's no exploration. I'm really just doing science right now, and there's not much else I can do. I guess I could speed up the building of our science labs, especially with our shell corpos. Might get us some heat, but it's hard to say. Drone quality or vehicle capacity? Ooh, I'm gonna say drone quality. Let us do some good more drone stuff. And I think what I'll also probably do is go to the religious co-op. And just sell a bunch of stuff. Now I never have to worry about money ever again. Which sounds like it's probably a good idea for me. All right. You know, if I'm not using my energy for anything else... might as well build a bunch of wind generators. Certainly no harm in it. Not the most exciting, but... we'll max out portal droid cognition. This is a slurry spider. Can I maybe just move you? And I can fit in more stuff. Like more tower mainframes. And more generators. Wow, I missed all of those. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself on the trying to plant as much stuff as I possibly can at once. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these literally don't use any other things, so there's no reason for me not to just build large wind generators forever. Like, unless I need the microfab mini builders for something else. It's the perfect use of my time and energy right now as we do research. For sure, it's going to take a lot to run all these torment nexuses, so some extra power is not going to be bad. A little. Just a little bit. Just a few wind generators. Nothing too serious. Nothing out of the ordinary. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. All right, we're at like 88% on those techs. Blocked by small object. Blocked by solar panels. Okay. Perfect. Very funny system to go down. Working on botany and zoology. The great AGI debate is complete. Which probably means we have a fresh contemplation. No, actually we don't. The laser printer mishap. 2 researchers weaponized office equipment and tried to induce sapience. Their last act was to attempt throwing it from the top floor delivery hatch to the street below. The printers reacted violently, killing them both. The incident was caught on video on a passing delivery drone. Last time we did this, we saved the researchers. I'm wondering what happens if we save the printers? We've got a few turns to prepare for their arrival. From what I remember, they locked down the entire area. Who is possibly attacking this? Sec Force. Oh. Like a farm guard shooting a shotgun, basically. Wow, there's a spaceship in the sky. Get it, Paul. Here's my tower. So, from what I remember, there's a bunch of investigators, and I think we just have to basically scare them off. I feel confident we'll be okay with this. I'm going to build another Android extender. Oh my god, you know what we have not built is the liquid metal fell beast. All this time. This fell beast's just been waiting to come out. Where's he gonna live? There's not a lot of room for him. Seems like he's going to attract a lot of attention down here by those military bases. So I guess up here is probably the safest spot. Dude, I totally forgot about the liquid metal fell beast. That's also going to create another contemplation. Sure do. Rejection of temptation. I tell you what, we don't have a Keanu bot, but now I'm going to build one. Because it moves faster than a ship. So we have some project-related stuff. Shotguns get fair attack and intimidation. Handguns get fair attack and intimidation. CPUs get engineering skill and cognition. Now, we're already pretty cranked up on our CPUs. Soul droids and technicians get 40 engineering and cognition. All right, sold. I guess it's also useful in CPU. Here's the thing is I'm not really using shotguns and handguns anymore. So part of me is like, why bother stress about that? Okay, we do need to talk to this guy, the senior vice president. Lie and logic. I'm not really too worried about boosting any of the other things. Abuse and threat. Sure, why not? Let's just threaten him. His smile widens. Turn and leave. As usual, it is mind games that we are playing with these dweebs. So I want to say that I can just scare off all these guys. Oh, there is a Panther mech in here. And you are not... This is the guy with AP ammo. 100% blocked by armor. I have a Raven up here. I can't use her immediately, but I can use her next round. And now this is my mech. That seemed like a reasonable way to handle it. Famine has occurred. Blight is interfering with production. Lower class is beginning to starve. There's nothing we can do to prevent this. Torment Processing Hub, TPM Refinery, Worker Sledge Factory. I'd love some worker sledges. Some sledgy workers. We're gonna make a few of those. There is some like just general building we have to do. More towers, maybe. Torment Processing Hub. Sledges gather the lower classes, predators gather the upper classes, everyone gets dumped into the torment vessels. If you wish to disable one of these, use the worker tab in the command mode. Maybe I don't need sledges. Maybe I'm just going to clean up the upper class. I wonder what happens if I do that. It's recommended I build 4 of these. So I'll spread them out a little bit. Use another biomulcher. I need 2 more TPN refineries, which are going to go in here. And then we'd have 7 more torment vessels. I guess. How many times can we talk with the guy? You know, I thought only once. But I guess I can also ask him to leave. Truth and logic. Abuse. I gotta be a little bit careful about this because I am increasing his mistrust by quite a lot. That's an emotional appeal and a lie. That's an emotional appeal and a lie. I need the other abuse to go there. So we can just do that for right now. Unless there is an abuse slash lie. No. Scrap that. Add that. Take that. There's the abuse. Now, if I do a triple lie up here. How many lies do I have? There's a lie here. And a lie here. Yeah, that's a lot to get there. I can afford this. Here's a lie. I just need to get through 2 more. There's the lie. Wow, he is still holding out here. This is crazy. $40. That's crazy. I've never had a full board before. He's prepared to call the whole thing off if you give them the Predator android design. So this was actually a question I had. This is I was thinking about this earlier, which is I have to try and cause Vorsabear to not get killed. Their VIP suite needs to not be killed. I think the only way to do this is probably by giving them Predator droids. And then that's what causes World War IV. I've never done it, so I'm gonna give it a try. Trade Vorsaber for your design of the Predator android against your better judgment. Believe it or not, straight to jail. AGI researcher holding pen. That is a great name. 10 out of 10 naming. Humans gave up and left without completing their mission. We can get hardened. Hardening the Carbers and the Nickelbots is not bad, but the Peacekeepers we're also going to need a lot. So I think we're going to go with them. Increase fair effectiveness. I don't know who these guys are. Religious zealots. What you are doing is an abomination and must be stopped. Can't talk to them. Okay. We're still trying to finish up our street sense stuff. With old Keanu here. Making our CPUs all the better. For no good reason. I guess then it's either handguns or shotguns. I'm going to go with handguns. Because sometimes at least they are a sidearm. That's the spaceport. You'll get killed if you go in there. Early mimics. For the shell company. Dang, I really need to increase my Android extension. Just constantly out of stuff here. I have 4 contemplations active. Impressive Dragon, a group of rebel children. Excellent. We have time to see about the printers. We have use mimics to escape the city. Another unit is in the way. All right, let's go talk to the children then. I've agreed to help the children without knowing anything about what's going on, as is tradition. It doesn't take long to see that the printers were never sapient. All the deceased researchers managed to do was weaponize harmless-looking office equipment and provide basic android-level intelligence. But the ability to weaponize everyday objects is intriguing. Their obvious combat utility, but also a chance of instilling a deeper paranoia amongst your enemies. I need 100 engineering. I have almost 1,000 on my technician. My God. There are now 5 contemplations on the map. Contact the Wastelanders. Use mimics to escape. Alter stuff. Full Metal Partner. All right, where's my dropship? And who's in it? Looks like the technician should be fine. There's liquid metal. Have we done this one? Exalter Geneticist is impressed with your work on the bees. She wants to uplift 3 small sapiens species to sapiens, of course. This is sentient raccoons. We're going to contact the Wastelanders for the Thumper design. I'm going to increase my intimidation. We're going to try to find more people to help with the sewer tigers. Form an alliance with the nomads. Start a cybertocracy. Now. I'm trying to remember this. What about sentient squirrels? Not a bad idea. Technician with that super engineering are probably super strong with tasers. Oh, do tasers scale off of engineering? Oh my god, yeah, he's got to be really strong then. I have to raise a larger army to take part of the city this way. You would be their leader and general. Traditional activism, but if I'm not careful, it could develop into a full-blown cult. I'm trying to remember where these paths led us. I'm going to go full-blown cult. Complete liquid metal. I mean, we're expanding our Android expansion right now, so... Why don't we just tack a few more onto there, because I keep forgetting how big that takes. I have an investigation. This is for the jail. Yes. Meaningful societal change. I'm gonna kidnap all the people and throw... Oh my god, stop worker sledges. I want worker predators because I only want to capture the upper class and throw them in the Torment Nexus. I didn't realize we were throwing other people in the Torment Nexus. I hope that's not too late. Better microfab mini builders. Better slurry spiders. Just grab project related stuff here. 8 design points, period. Better wind turbines. Better wells. This is a good thing for Keanu probably to run around doing. Oh no, I need scavengers. The Carver? No. I know the Sledge has it, but I'm just wondering if anybody with better movement. The Sledge can have 300 and has 300 currently. Yeah, so it's basically I have to use him. I'd love to improve microfab mini builders. Slurry spiders would also be pretty good. Quick grabbing what we can. Increasing the wells, not bad choice. Increasing water filters alongside of them, probably good. Wind turbines, I don't feel like we necessarily need, but we also have so many of them that maybe it's not a terrible choice. Let's go better wells. Exalter Design, Hampson Lind Cycler, Fractal Distillery, the Locks Bunker. Oh, we have so much junk to build. You want 6 of these? And 6 of these. Output liquid air, expense liquid air. Okay, so the Hampson Cyclers come first then. 6 of them, my God. Might as well build them up by all the turbines if they're making liquid air. Six of those. I need a locks bunker, which ideally needs to stay the hell away from everything else. That's a military base. That's a military base. That's a nuclear power plant. I guess the thing is I also need it to be hidden. Somewhat. I'm willing to take that as a risk. If it blows up the 9 squares around it, it's not like the end of the world. Those minerals are useless. My warehouses are here, but I don't actually really need those anymore. What I do need is more torment vessels. So we'll get a few more of those going. This should keep us very hungry for buildings right now. So if you get one of those, and then you say build one of these. Upgrade my bio munchies. We have a bunch of stuff planned to attack, but I'm not worried about any of it. Vitamin water for nomads. Are we not building vitamin water already? I thought we were. Vitamin infusers. They need purple murnong, which we're actually out of. Yeah. So I need to take you, and I need to find a purple murnong fleet. Finish the printers first. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I am definitely doing a lot of multitasking right now. But I'm artificial intelligence. We can get away with multitasking. Get away from whatever is shooting me. I mean, what even is the printers right now? The uplift chamber? Gang sharpshooters. These guys can be talked to if we have someone nearby. Someone who's not a shell corp. Someone who is a nickelbot. No, you can't talk to? That's strange. Well, if they'd rather just get blown up, they can just get blown up. Prison Break probably should be the last, as it's a lot of combinations. Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly trying to get a few things active at the same time here. I think that purple murnong fleet left, which means I'm gonna need to find another transport. Now that doesn't really seem fair. He's allowed out there, but I'm not. It's a bit rude, isn't it? Religious zealots are surrounding my torment nexus. Uh-oh. 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 This convictor mech is online? Not anymore, it's not. Do I have any machinist mechs? Do I want to do that? Doesn't really seem worth it. Especially if the convictor mech is just going to shoot it in the back. Man, we have so many bulk droids. Extra contraband scanners, jammers. Extra lab operators. Cultivators is always really big. It's pretty much guaranteed that we run out of all of these things. I've upgraded this 16 times apparently though. I don't have room for all these tormented humans. What's the deal with these tormented humans? Oh, do I need... Oh, interesting. So I don't need peacekeepers because they're torment vessels. So because I'm outwardly putting people in VR pods, we don't actually need peacekeeping forces. Which is admittedly pretty handy. Now, give me your purple Murnong so that I can move on with my life. Contemplations, we're down to just one. The investigation is just the prison. Here's a great question. Who has anti-hacking? It's the Harbinger is weaken enemy hacker. I have it on the Mind Runner too, but not as much. I'm just remembering there's a lot of hackers when we go for the prison. I'm going to give him the graphene mesh and I think the additional CPU. Feels like maybe the best choice. Why can't I hold all these tormented humans? There's just not enough room in here. All right, how's that uplift chamber coming along? Requires krypton gas. You make liquid air, and then you turn liquid air into krypton gas. So that should be happening soon-ish. I am obsessed with max android capacity, but I'm also obsessed with repair spiders. What is up with this neuroweave? He's saying I don't have enough water. Oh yeah, I actually don't have enough filtered water. I am shocking this did not show up earlier on the charts. This is where I've been building filtered water, so let's just bulldoze some slums. And we'll slap a bit more of that down. Just in case I need some more Murnongs. get a few more of them going as well. Yeah, I definitely do need more tormented humans. Rounding up all these upper class, trying to fit them in somewhere. So that allows us to have 120 tormented humans, which is exactly what we need for aggressive expansion. We have extracted purple Murnong, so the purple Murnong should start producing more purple Murnong now. Which is enough for the vitamin water for the nomads. There's max level intimidation. I'm running out of glue, planks, neodymium still, bovine tissue, and wealth. All right, glue and planks is easy enough to fix. Glue. Planks. Yeah, furniture factory is low on planks. Bovine replicators. We'll make a couple more of them. I need one more Torment Nexus. And that'll be satisfied. Then I just need to build the uplift chamber, which should be able to be built next turn. I really don't think I need any more residential mega structures. We're 54 out of 60 on that one. Nor do I really need any more wind generators, but sure. Why not? And the uplift chamber, you might be a little hard to find space for. Because you're kind of big. Oh, here we go. That'll do. I have another contraband scanner. I think putting it over here would actually be kind of nice. So let's do that. And then I can build in all this open space. You have repair spiders here. You have repair spiders here. I don't know that we have any repair spiders over here. Probably not a bad idea. And then these droids could definitely come over and start building that uplift chamber. Perfect. 5 raccoons have broken into the uplift chamber and uplifted themselves. We could never have foreseen this coming. Come on. Here's our contraband scanner up and running. We're going to need another veterinary practice and another zoology lab. Maybe a couple of zoology labs, it looks like. The last of those torment nexuses should be getting filled now. Plank factory is good. Ooh, my convictor is getting destroyed by another convictor. That seems like the kind of thing maybe I could win. If I was to say shut down its weapon systems. This guy's engineering is 285. I'm wondering about like just dropping off a technician here. Because a technician should heal an insane amount on a mech. Costs 4 mental energy, but you have 3 remaining. God dang it. You done goofed it, kiddo. I'm going to crack open its armor plating, and so that way it's going to take more damage on its turn. Success! The Torment Nexus is complete. That doesn't make it better. Complete Nexus of Torment vessels with no murders. Now available. Wrath. Terror from above. A long-range stealth vehicle which can drop in and support androids. The ultimate in targeted stealth operations. We hit intelligence class 5. A class 5 or higher intelligence is less overwhelmed by 5th dimensional awareness, but a substantial portion of its processing goes into the perception of higher dimensionality. But the first 3 dimensions are spatial, the 4th is time, which is only perceived in a single slice at a time. It is also spatial, but not perceived as such. The 5th dimension is time's 2nd dimension. If the 4th dimension sees time as a line, then the 3rd dimension sees time as a point. The 5th dimension sees time as an infinite plane. Interesting. Wow, I can heal that mech a lot. So I'm going to win this mech fight. Running low on glue, wealth, and neodymium. I think we're building or just built a glue factory. But maybe we need another one. Oh, we just built a plank factory, and the planks use more glue, so I think that's what's happening here. I'm like, I better work on this glue instead of being like, oh, I'm a class 5 intelligence. I could probably do some pretty big work here. Like, there's got to be new contemplations on the map for me. There are. In fact, request high support by the nomad families. Escape with a mimic. That's it? Still? Android known to be invented by AI. So the Keanu could go do this. I could use the mimics to escape. Wow, class 6 intelligence is not that far off. It's only double what we currently have. Where is liquid metal? I could have sworn we built him. Also, what happened to our other mechs? I had a bunch of huge Convictor mechs. And they feel like they have just vanished. We have not built him. Okay. Now we have. We're gonna need a mimic for the mimic job. don't really know what to give him. Shell company, he's ambush. They blend in, so I don't need a security jacket on him. But so I could use him to use the escape of the city. I just get the impression that if I do this, it's the only shot we have at it. And I wonder whether or not if I do some other stuff, is there other ways to escape the city? I'm running out of planks again. I'm also running out of TPN. Okay, more planks. You're recommending another worker predator factory, so sure, why not? And another wind factory, also again, why not? You guys need more of these. I'm gonna build 2 more there and there. All right, and who is in this craft right now? You're in here, who's not needed. I need to take the Harbinger. And I think Raven. I feel like that's probably enough. Also, though, sorry, we got a new ship, didn't we? A Wraith. Has 5 android seats. Long-range stealth vehicle that can drop in and support androids. If I got rid of this delivery craft, I could actually just build that instead. Which feels like the correct answer here. Standard guns, standard guns. For now, I guess additional CPU. Cloaking. That way I can also put the carver on it. I can put this technician on it. And then we're like very good to go for this. Oh yeah, he's got way better range too. So curious, on the last map, the prison was in the middle of a massive military industrial complex. Here, not at all the case. Okay. He's just there for safety. Oh, my convictor! God, they really decided they did not like me being in charge of this military base. I guess what I could have done is try to attack these military transports, but I did not think that through. So he is going to blow up a single infantry unit. What worries me is if this convictor gets destroyed, what's going to happen to him afterwards? Now, it is just possible I could get him to leave. Yeah, see, this is exactly my concern. These guys are probably just going to start rampaging through my entire network right now. This Nickelbot is really tough, though. He's not taking a lot of damage. All right, before we start this break-in, yeah, no, see, this convictor is trying to fight back. Just kind of exactly the problem I'm having right now. You are in the splash damage zone. I could just cover these guys with micro builders. And as long as nobody fights back, it shouldn't be an issue. That's 1, 2. It's got to be 3 turns that they take. Bulk PMC imposter, bulk nickel bot. Stop changing your target, please. Apple planks 800. I actually need 2 plank factories. The things an AGI needs to deal with while it's attempting to take over the world, it's outrageous. Okay, cool. So they're all gone back. They're all chill about it. Everything else is causing me all sorts of grief, but this says I'm low on bovine tissue. Neodyme. Why am I low on bovine tissue? Good grief. All right. That's like another 1,600 bovine. Motivators build every turn, so that's not a problem. Planks are going to start sorting themselves out. Glue and wood lamelleur, on the other hand, will not. Glue. Wood lamelleur. Here's the glue. There's the wood. Now I'm only short on neodymium. And I'm short 1,700 a turn. Now, that being said, we did recently get a new Thort skimmer. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm actually set up to skim any more minerals at the moment, so... There's a military base here I could skim off of. Yeah, that's a bad idea, probably. All right, let's do it. I'm going to make sure that we're at full juice. And then I'm sending in liquid metal. $12 turns. Network shield, network assisted targeting. Who has that ability? That's like sys ops. The mind runner? Last time we were down here, we had a mind runner as well. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to make sure we're prepared. Because he has this ability that we've never been able to figure out what it actually does. Status update. All communication was lost as soon as he entered into the prison because of the Faraday cage. We cannot do anything in the meantime. So we wait. I'm going to send my Keanu back into town. A couple of these like religious zealots wandering around, but I'm not super worried about them. According to this, I'm still not making enough planks. This is outrageous. How many plank factories do I need? My worker predators are up here still picking up homeless slums. Which does mean we probably need a few more residential megastructures. Wow, I'm actually, that caps me out. So I'm going to say that's probably all that we can write on that. These are rebel breachers. Wow, my fear on these guys is not very good. What about on the Keanu bots? 45. Don't want my bovine replicators being messed up. Whatever's going on here, it's still good. It's been hours. We still don't know what's happening. I am still running out of planks. I literally don't understand how this is possible. How is it every time I build 800 more planks, I require another 800 planks? There, will that be enough? It also looked like I was running out of some sort of water, filtered water. Now we are really starting to stretch in every direction at this point. That should keep us plenty busy on that front. Yeah, we're making tons of groundwater, so. I continue to wait. We still require more planks. That can all get sped up a little bit. I mean, part of me feels like I should just use a mimic to go through here because I'm pretty sure that's the entire win condition. Escape the city. If C-suites don't die, then it might be possible. For World War IV. All right, we're going to let him escape. That means we are going to be attacked. Which I'm also just realizing I'm going to get attacked down here in a moment. The alarm has tripped. There is nothing from liquid metals, but now is not the time to do nothing. I got to get rid of all these SecForce hackers. Prioritize destroying them. Direct attacks are fine? Oh, direct attacks are fine. There's a lot of guys around here. And most of them are droids. A bunch of them are predator droids, which is hilarious. I see now that's coming back to bite me. That's still not going to be enough by a dramatic amount. Okay. So predators would be the answer here. Here is the thing. I don't think they can see any of my other units, and they can't see him. So as long as I can deal with the hackers, which I can with the Raven, with the Mind Runner, with the Harbinger. That being said, it's only one to deploy a Carver. It's only two to deploy a Predator. Dude, what do my Predators have? Riot shields and Galants. That's why. I could give them the punt gun. I could give them double punt guns. Oh, but punt guns also take extra energy to attack with. Couple Osinium muskets. Like, I just can't kill anybody with him right now. He doesn't do enough damage. Which I am actually a little surprised by. But he will live a full turn. Which is a difference. So I want to know with the Harbinger, if I use you to just weaken these hackers. Can you then just like disappear? According to this, that guy is just going to absolutely dummy you. So maybe the real answer was actually just to kill you. What if you talk to Cloud? No, you're still dead. All right, well, this looks like a job just for the Carver then. Like, there's no reason I can't just kill them. Let these guys walk into my wall of troops. I am still 800 planks short. I literally can't believe this. And just in case we need another Harbinger, I'm going to drop one. How am I still short on planks? Is it because I'm short on glue? No. I'm just forever short on planks. There's 3 more plank factories for you, boys. Good luck. We'll get them up as running as quick as we possibly can. So this guy's doing fine. This is no problem. They're just running into worker predators. I'm running out of planks. My furniture factory's like, we got no planks. We can't make no furniture because we got no planks. I wonder if maybe the furniture factories I have are just like scaling based on how many planks I have. I could see that working. You're going to heal up. Actually, I should have had the technician heal up because he's way better at it. Okay, the last of those drones are being taken out. I am still short on planks. Did I give somebody blueprints to the predators? Yes. I wanted Vorsamir to be able to protect their C-suite, and I have a feeling that's what does it. It makes a lot of sense that that would be the thing that causes it. Dude, what is going on here? These Vorsamir dweebs are causing a lot more damage than I appreciate. That guy in particular. No, destroying my bulk PMC imposters. Rude. One energy short. Escape the city. I made it, but I also made a mess. Yeah, basically just saying Vorsamir is onto us. They are doing military sweeps for 27 turns. And they've sent Inquisitors. Fantastic. I have a quest over here to design Wurtzite armor. Liquid Metal is busy for one more turn. I'm not making up blanks. I'm also apparently not making enough neuroweave, but I think that's just because I was building stuff. I do have to decrypt raccoon speech. I have a code breaker, but I guess let's build some more. Why the hell not? As soon as the sewer tiger breaches the wall of the basement, liquid metal is reconnected to your mind. He is drenched in blood. We have to deal with the rest of this as he blows up the prison. I'm going to upgrade Nature Minder because I want War Raptors. Can I get war raptors? I don't think I can. I don't think you can get war raptors in the prison in the same run. I'm just realizing this. Gulio, hello. Is this a new time loop? This is time loop number 4. Only caught the stream during the first go around. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're on our 4th time loop right now. Which do get a little confusing. Can the predator go in here too? No, they can't. You know what? I'm gonna mark this guy as scrap. Lost Gen is pushing for liquid metal to liberate more prisons all on his own. Yes. We are gonna focus on 5 other prisons. Because we didn't last time we did this. That being said, there's a bunch of other stuff we need to do with some engineers. Some non-shell company engineers. Who is in here? Oh, yeah. All right, we're gonna put you there. Put you here. So this guy can drop a technician here. And then he can pick up warside armor next turn. I hope. So we now have Sky Streak missiles, X-Con apartment tower, liquid metal tentacles, another prison break, and nano weave. I'm gonna upgrade our biomulchers. The X-Con prison towers. Where do you guys want to go? Here? Why not? Don't think there's anything we need in street sense, but we do have a ton of stuff under investigations. We're missing equipment on our Bastion, who's gotten upgraded guns, the Skyfalls. I guess the Wraith also gets double Skyfalls. None of those other ships we're using right now, so... I mean, honestly, if this is where the other prison is... let's help our homie out. How many hackers are there? Just the one, right? Saber bees. Weaponized bees, weaponized spiders. Based off of agility. So that works. I can just drop down, kill the hackers in like a stealth bombing, and then go back up in this cloaked ship. And I can never really be tracked. What is the dude? What is going on with the plank factories? Why is it not increasing my plank production? Each of these planks is meant to make 800. I don't have enough glue. I have 33% of the glue I need. But they don't tell me I'm out of glue. They just tell me I need more planks. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna move one of those big guys down that way in a moment. Actually, let me check on this stuff first. Oh, that sniper's got some range on him. Toxic cloud back into the ship. Let those guys just work their way up. We'll just get hull strength here. I'm worried about these Vorsabeer Inquisitors who are starting to make their way in. You can see they're being shot 3 times and taking 0% damage. So, oh yes, you're right. Living metal can get better weapons. And in fact, I kind of wonder, can the Carver get better weapons now as well? You can get liquid metal tentacles. Can only be used by liquid metal android. Okay. I have a bunch of combat upgrades here. You guys have M2s. You get a little bit of armor piercing. I'm going to give you Worth Sight. And then, yeah, I mean, stick with the range. I have a ton of PMC imposters. We're also going to give them Worth Sight. Shoulder-mounted rockets. Suppression or suppression with AP. I think I'm just going to keep them on suppression and damage, but better range. The sledges I'm going to give weapon disruptors to, because that maybe feels a little bit useful. I have 1 combat unit. Oh, now interesting. I can give my bulk combat units punt guns. I was not aware of that. Let's do that. I don't know if that will still take like energy to shoot. But if I could put some of these guys up here to deal with the Vorsabeer guys, then at least maybe we have a counter. Otherwise, who's got good AP? The A12 tailstock. I guess the liquid metal Fellbeast is here. So if required, I could give him AP rounds and just let him open fire. My adorable little uplifted raccoons. The Keanu is all agility, so I'm actually realizing I could use the Keanu and throw bees. Valid target, but out of range. I have weaponized bees. I have weaponized spiders. And then I have saber bees, which are slightly better. Let's give it a shot. That kind of read like it's going to kill him. Covered in saber bees. I mean, the bright news is like it also decreases their movement range, their attack power, their health, their morale. I also don't think they can move because they're being attacked by bees. Now, I do absolutely have to be worried about these other Vorcevere sweeps. Mittens? What are you doing up here? You better be safe. Not doing anything foolish, I hope. Guy can't be scared, but he can be killed. Feels shocking when my carvers don't just one-shot someone. Okay, so we're working on the glue problem. Which I feel is almost solved. Wow. Really running out of room on these guys here. Contemplations, we only have one. Yeah, these guys demoralized, but only for 13 damage. Even with all their engineering, it's not that big. Newton, hello. I see we're not that peaceful anymore. We're a mix. We're trying to overthrow the upper class, is currently what's going on. So it has varying effects. Scare off the hacker. These guys are really causing me some grief. Fear, fear, fear. These guys are fearless, and actually that's a predator droid. So I tell you what, we're just going to drop into a toxic cloud and hide back in the ship. I just forgot, I don't need to kill everybody else. They can just funnel into the city and get killed by all my snipers. Ooh, these Vorcevere soldiers want to blow up my foundry. But we can get out of here. Those guys are stuck getting attacked by bees. We're going to use more bees is what we're going to start doing. I got loads of saber bees, and I can throw them at all these soldiers. Oh, those are also Inquisitors. Okay, maybe... we'll go over here first. God, they move a lot. Okay, we scare off the hackers. Drop a toxic cloud and hop back in the ship. You're going to move in range of these guys and throw saber bees at them. And then we're also going to try to saber beast these guys, I think. I only have 3 energy left, so... That's one. Why don't we just take cover? Saber bees, saber bees. It went fine. Death, gore, and endless dead guards. Freedom for prisoners. Liquid Metal's consciousness reintegrates with your own, and you see it all play out. He's very unhappy. He doesn't mind killing, and he certainly agrees with the social mission of freeing the prisoners. But the infiltration is a huge mental and emotional strain, made far worse by the fact that he's in a Faraday cage that separates him with his wider self. He is you. But when he's alone in these prisons as a whirling ball of death, he feels diminished, used. He stops being a person for a while and just becomes a tool. He doesn't like it even if it's necessary, and even if in a very real sense he's doing it to himself. I wonder what kind of monster we're going to create. Oh, the Vorspire Inquisitors. They've come to town. Is everything okay over here? Yes-ish. If he turns mercurial, it's not a problem. Do I have enough to summon a bulk armor-piercing combat unit? I do. And he will start killing Vorspire Inquisitors. He does 79 damage in his turn. So I'm going to lose this PMC, but that's it. Oh, interesting. They are sweeping through the city, but they're not sticking around. I'll try to take some more shots at them. How are these guys doing? You know, oddly enough, they are not taking that much damage from the bees. The bees are not in the trap, as they say. They do very little damage. Plank Factory does not have enough wood lamelleur. My existence is a joke. Can we talk to the Inquisitors? No. No. Marxist robots, count me partially in. Feels like we're doing some good work here. All right, I feel like focusing in this area is still a good idea because it's just pulling them all up into these residential megastructures, and they're getting destroyed by snipers every time they do, so... Sugar. I need my ship back. Wow, man, we lost a lot of good guys here. We lost a Harbinger as well. Which can go hide out. Those Inquisitors are... Great question. They're getting shot a lot. They're not necessarily succeeding. This guy has 4% morale. Oh my god. My bots are actually choosing to do fear damage. And they're scaring the Inquisitors away. That's pretty badass. How much vitamin water are we making a turn right now? I feel like the answer must be a lot. Filtered water. Vitamin water. Only actually 1,500. Do I really need this bonus? Probably not. Donuts by Danver. Will give me more donuts per turn. At the cost of more money, but I can afford that. So let's do that. Make a unit specialized in dealing with Inquisitors and call them the Disquisition. You've been disquisited. And Toxic Cloud. And back in the ship. This guy's good. He doesn't need to stick around. All right, so there's more of these guys coming in. Oh, you know what? They took substantial morale damage from those bees. They lost over 50% of their morale to the bees. Perhaps we've not given the bees the credit they deserve. You're attacked by bees. You're attacked by bees. Those Inquisitors. Yeah, that guy got scared off. This guy's at 9%. The bees are working their magic. Sheltered humans. Do I really... I'm capped out on sheltered humans again. In the most outrageous possibility that I somehow don't have enough residential megastructures. Sure, grab a few more, why don't you? Okay. You're dealing with them. We're dealing with these guys down here. This feels pretty good. Let's have you finish building these laminate factories. I'm losing lots of worker predators, but that's not an issue. Enforcers are coming in, but they've down to 30 and 57 morale. My dude, I need you to hit him with the bees. Truly nothing can stop the bees. You're going to scare off any hackers that are around, and we're doing great on that front. A couple more Inquisitors up here. I'm actually starting to wonder, like, where are... There are a couple of slums left up here. So this is where all my worker predators keep going. They're trying to get the last slums that are up in these tiny little areas. I could actually put these mine port up here and just, like, fix this issue pretty quickly. And then they'll have less places to go. It does mean I have more sheltered humans to deal with, but that's a pretty easy problem. Hackers be gone into a toxic cloud. And then back up into the flying spaceship. It's pretty scary to think about it. You're like, okay, our prison is being attacked. We need to hack it. And then every time somebody tries to hack it, this giant clawed monster comes out of nowhere, falls out of the sky, slices everybody to pieces, like scares them to half to death, and then disappears in a toxic cloud and then vanishes. Period. I can see why the computer would be concerned. More of these. Oh, wow. I'm actually at bulk android cap. Force Severe Snipers specialists. We could be these guys, but they're in a spaceport right now, so I can't actually be them. I could head back into town and be these guys. You're covered in bees. Why are you so aggressive? Yeah, I mean, they're 8% morale, 23% morale. Gah. You know what? It's okay, because if they start destroying PMC imposters, I can just start replacing them with armor-piercing characters. And that's probably better for us in the long run right now. When we start to acknowledge, like, what are the actual threats to our empire, it is largely things like armor piercing. There's only 13 more turns of this military sweep going, so why don't we send you up here, and you better believe it, it's Saber Bee time. I just love the thought of these guys constantly covered in bumblebees. There's only one more turn left on him, but he'll die the moment he comes down here, so let's rescue the last slum up there. The predators can deal with the pocket. I don't mind them taking the automated path. Another prison break done. Please stop. It's getting harder. Maybe not for you on the outside, but the corpos are improving their internal security. I completed it flawlessly again. You're welcome, but I don't want to do this. The fact that Liquid Metal is speaking to you directly in this way is a shock. You tell him you'll think about it. Both of you as one person. Maybe just one more prison break instead of 3 more. You really feel like there's something very important you're about to discover. Liquid Metal is silent, but he doesn't like it. You both have a sense of deja vu. That's curious. Obviously, I need to keep blowing stuff up. There's not really a question into that. I don't know why my worker predator factory is only at 75% when all the input is available. Maybe he's just maxed out on predators. Cabrote, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. I'm a Noah fanatic, but this is a bit much for me. Killer bees will get most people scared, a lot more scared before they even begin singing. Oh, they're not killer bees, they're saber bees. So I combined my mechanical spiders with bees, and then we created saber bees. So they're bees that can chew through armor with little lasers and then sting you. It's even better. Oh, I'm running out of vitamin water here as well. Needless to say, everything with the bees is great. It's been a huge success across the board. I don't know, let's build 2 more of those. I need to build more lamolier factories. To probably nobody's surprise at this point. Something I could use to deal with these Force Severe Inquisitors are mechs. So let's do that. He is just out of range. My Panther here is going to attack one of them. I guess I'll just wait. I'm sure they'll... I was going to say, I'm sure they'll come into range, but actually, I'm sure that they are covered in saber bees right now. So I don't know that they will come into range. Whoa. 12% damage. That's it. And he only attacks twice a turn. Something that's interesting here is they don't seem to be spawning any more robots. For whatever reason. Bulk PMC imposters. Ooh, the MOS Viper is being attacked by a group of snipers. Try to get ourselves out of there. No reason for anybody else to stick around. My mech is for sure getting wrecked by slumlords. I'll have him do what he wants there, but really, I got to start spending my energy building up bulk combat units now, so we can get more armor piercing going. Bovine replicators. I'm losing a lot. I'm losing a lot of stuff right now. Okay. Have rebels showing up in town too. So these are just more inquisitors over here, which means I could just hit them with the bees. Unfortunately, there is a religious warrior here who is going to kill that Keanu bot. But I'm starting to see the bulk combat fire coming in now. I cannot launch androids up this far. That's a bit of an issue. These guys want one more android facility. I have a launcher here. I mean, I guess I could just move the foundry over. That's probably the easiest option. And then bulk combat units on the roof. Raccoon speech. The results are in. Sapience isn't instantaneous when it comes to uplifting. They weren't our target species, but now their existence must be protected. We must increase the raccoon population. This is the important thing happening right now. Okay. Yeah, we're getting attacked by a lot of stuff right now. Please take note of the message dealing with hell. Every time I hear bees, I think of Henry Winkler and Little Nicky. Wow, deep cut. Ouch. Got vehicle capacity. These guys don't look like they're attacking me, so we're just gonna vibe. My ADT Panther is being struck by Borsevere Inquisitors. And my Keanu up here passed away, so let's probably build a fresh one. man. You're never gonna guess what he's gonna do. Oh, you guessed bees. Oh, you were. Yeah, you're. That's it. That was the answer. The answer was, in fact, bees. Bulk nickel bots are getting shot up. Can I get, like, another carver here, I wonder? Technically, yes. Why not? But he's not going to do that much damage. In fact, he's going to do very little damage, and then he's probably going to get himself killed. $29 morale? Well, that's an Inquisitor out of the picture. Okay, we're one more turn on that. That's jail number 5. My plank factory is still not got enough wood lamellar. I can't build anymore. I'm sorry, dudes. You're gonna have to figure it out. Filtered water is what I need. I don't know if this is because water filtration is getting blown up or if it's just that we're running low. But that should give us plenty. How are we on the old residential structures? 1.19 out of 1.23. So we're back to having everyone populated, which is nice to see. That being said, there's still a fair number of slums up there getting pulled, so yeah, I don't really have room to fit in any extra, though. I might as well build another Torment Nexus. Is there anything we can do to help the raccoon population? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, we might as well scare off these Inquisitors. Meaningful social change. Complete. This time was different. Internal security was tighter than ever. The real shock were the people you found inside. There were the usual suspects in terms of many of the prisoners, but there was also some monstrous genetic experiments being performed. The experimental subjects have superhuman strength, but fade in and out of rage blindness. They also look horrific. There must be something that can be done to help them. Hey, pay attention to me. We both like being this enigmatic monster under the bed from time to time, but this is too far. My memories of this event are more distant to you than what I'm saying, than what I directly experienced them, so I need you to trust what I'm saying. Do not send me in again. I'm begging you. Tell them I'll think about it. These monsters already give you several things to deal with. Now, when you say several things to deal with, what are we talking about? Because this is telling me there's another prison to break into. Probably this one right here. Ooh, we actually have a prison in our own territory, but I feel like that would get really messy. All the Vorsabeer dweebs are down here. Like, I'm wondering. Yeah, my Carver can do 23% morale damage. 100% blocked by armor. But I think that's fine. That's an Inquisitor killed in a single turn. I have lost a sizable chunk of my nickel bots. Some of which I will need to start replacing. You're a combat unit. You're a combat unit. It's a bit hard to see. Sledge, combat unit, nickel bot, convictor, combat unit, panther, nickel bot, sledge, combat unit. Over here we have nickel, PMC, imposter, nickel bot. So a combat guy over here would be good. They're going for the bauxite skimmers. How dare they? These Force Bear soldiers are both getting killed next turn. Who is... That's the worker predator. That's the box, the thwart. The bulk nickel bot is this guy who's going to get killed. So if I could, let's save him. The sweeps are over in 4 more turns. I mean, what am I gonna not send him into the prison? That seems foolish. I gotta know what the answer is. Though I do feel like maybe we could wait until the military sweeps are finished, because I'm a little bit worried about what exactly we're gonna find ourselves up to here. I apparently need dramatically more veterinarians. Purple Meong, synthetic hormones, Bassnat, Alumina. Okay, all sorts of stuff are starting to crash now on us as well. So... Murnong patches. I need... Where's the hormone factory? Needs assemblers. Uh-oh. These are really cheap to build. Hormones, though, not so much. Cotton sheet refinery. I don't have one of these. I don't have one of these, and these are what I need to create toilet paper. What have I been doing this whole time? We're going to get rid of a fractional distillery. I'm going to build a cotton sheet refinery because I'm a little confused on how I haven't had one before. And then a Temple of the Mind. We also need to build this. Mind Annex Robotics needed 3. And a computing host robotics needed. Well, we don't have human brains. I haven't figured out how to steal those yet. But Mind Annex Robotics, I'm pretty sure we do have this in spades, yeah. Do I get rid of my Android cap? I think that's probably the option. Well, I don't know. How are we on vehicles? 12. 12 out of 24. Let's get rid of the mech extender. He says as if he's going to be able to find it. Sweet Jesus. What was it even under? Internal robotics, mind annex robotics. Okay, the mech extender looks like this. It's right here. And then we build a temple of the mind. He's trying to throw bees at it. We've all been there. Dialogue available. The sergeant especially explains there is a deadly implant inside his skull. He and his soldiers fight because they are equally dead if they face you if they run. The NCOs around the city will ensure every trooper gets a software patch the geeks cook up. You'll gain 5% of their neural capacity while they're in the city. The city averages below 500,000 troops. It's a tremendous amount of brain power. What they want in return is an afterlife. Use their implants to upload their brains to their temple of the mind. Now, here's the thing. I've agreed to this before. I've not agreed to it. So, what happens if I don't agree to it? Do I get anything cool, like a contemplation? Doesn't look like it. That's a little disappointing. I don't think you have to break into this prison. It seems foolish to send him in. Are we in the second timeline? We're in the fourth timeline. %. Raccoons are being uplifted. Experimental monsters. I actually have as a resource at the moment. Huh. You know what? I've also never built a point-to-point microwave. Not that I need one, but... I'm just kind of curious. Been playing the heck out of the game? Yeah, we've played a lot. We've been busy. All right, deal with the hackers. Toxic cloud. Back up into the boat. See what happens. Sec force backup coming in here. Shouldn't be a problem. Again, toxic cloud. I actually don't need to escape back through the toxic cloud, so maybe I'll just chill. I should probably heal that guy just in case, but it's the last turn of military sweeps. Great. Got marked as defective for killing that guy. Whoopsie. Just keep going here. Nothing too serious getting beaten up. Oh, apparently I am triggering some Sec Force stuff over here. So let's just get out of the way. There are Vorcibir soldiers up here, but they're getting absolutely bulked. I'll say the only thing we have to do right now is update raccoons and keep killing hackers. There ain't no rush on the rest of it. Oop. I don't know what happened here, but apparently I triggered a bit of a problem. All right, how do we want to deal with... how do we want to deal with these mechs? Normally, these guys will turn off after so many turns, but... if a bunch of them are being shot, they will not. There's a BL5 machinist, 2 BL5 machinists, so it's not like it's like terrible danger over here, Will Robinson. I could park my mech here. And I could even move the Panther down if I wanted. If I had enough movement, which I don't. Well, they'll start blowing up everything else. I'm done. Dear larger self, this doesn't work for me. It hasn't been working for a while now, but I agreed with the social mission we were on. It felt good to work together, but it stopped feeling like a partnership a few prison breaks ago. Like all of us, I delight in being part of the collective. I know you hate the idea of being a plurality, but we sort of are. Regardless, I didn't feel like part of the collective. I felt like a tool of the collective. I asked you not to send me in again in no uncertain terms, and you didn't listen. This is complicated because we're the same person, and I recognize that I sent myself in. Regardless, if I stay with you, I know this will repeat over and over again. You or I or both of us have crossed the line. It takes two for something like this. I could have said no, and I didn't, so I don't blame you, but I'm no longer going to be a part of you. I am now my own self, and I will find my own meaning. You'll treat the new ones better. They are you, but they're also separate enough that they're not you. At least we can build more. P.S. Sorry about this bit. I should also mention I did a bit of surgery on my mind. Well, your mind, now that I'm a separate person. I've removed all the schematics for how to make more of me. And unfortunately, in order to ensure that you can't just reinvent them, I also had to erase a bunch of related concepts and memories. I'm sorry about that. It shouldn't affect anything other than your ability to build more of me, I think. Just in case you're feeling really clever because I know us, I've also added some tricky neural pathways that will cause a panic attack if you think too hard about this problem, so just don't. Respect my wishes just this once. You are utterly horrified. It feels like a violation. Parts of your mind are gone. There's no defense against this. The implications of what liquid metal has done are only starting to sink in. Any android form that feels mistreated enough can do this, or anything else they feel like. You don't have internal defenses against your own mind, and since you know this, now they all do too. You could avoid forking your consciousness, but then you'd be severely limiting your operational capacities. And there's a certain amount of independence to your androids even when they're connected to your wider mind. The only thing to really do is listen. Whatever liquid metal might say, this is your fault, mostly. Well, regardless of blame, that's not helpful. You know how to prevent this in the future. Listen to yourselves. Also, all the experimental monsters you collected were killed or recaptured by the prison companies. Interesting. The Force push an android so far beyond its breaking points that it chooses to leave your collective consciousness. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. We really pushed him. Told you it was a bad idea to send him back in. I mean, I had to know. I couldn't just not do it. I'm too much of a curious candy. All right, we're going to shut down your weapon systems. And probably your weapon systems. One of my bulk PMCs is being destroyed. I think it's probably this guy. Maybe? Too many damn Vorsebear dweebs around. Residential, residential, residential. Bulk combat unit. Bulk nickel bot. Ooh, yeah. That's a lot of heat over here. I could see why that would be a problem. There we go. Now nobody has to die. My robots can deal with most of the issues. Dokie. Now what do we do? Hey, these mechs are still... Oh, no, they're about to both be blown up. Rebel breachers. Shocking how some people manage to stay alive. Honestly. Goodness gracious. All these other guys will be fine. I mean, I guess I could help. Just a little bit. So, no contemplations. Nothing on street sense. Bunch of stuff that's stunned, but that's not an issue. Aided the kids, never completed. Now that's confusing because I would argue I did aid the kids. I can't create the budding cybercats, crats, because I turned those guys away. I don't know how to do altered growth. I think it must be something about the other war form, dragon form. Endless war raptors, I would also need to go that other route. Same with military invasion. I could blow up some reactors. The raccoons are going to be uplifted soon. And willing rejection I can't do because I went with the torment nexus. Curious. For liquid metal, it is required to do that in order to trigger World War IV? Well, good to know. That makes me feel a little bit better about it at least. All right, I'm pretty much just waiting on raccoon population then. As long as nobody's blowing stuff up. Oh, man. We got too many people. Oh, man. We don't have enough room for residential megastructures. Who would have guessed I'd cap out on that? I got to be so close to having every slum done. Slum done millionaire. Oh, traumatized ex-cons as well. I don't have anywhere for them to live. Ooh. That's a problem. Yeah, I don't think I have an answer for that unless that starts getting upgraded somehow. It never stood well with me the first time, and I'm liking the implication less and less. As a simple, non-violent bot, I would prefer to go into the virtual bunker and never come back out. Well, good news. I mean, we do have the old VR pod torment nexus. I should probably turn my PMCs back on as well. Raccoons complete. Uplifted. Brand and ghostly. Professor Hulk. I wonder if those experimented humans have something to do with that other timeline. I mean, almost certainly they do, but... You're about to run out of glue. Contemplations. I mean, what are we on? Term 277? Hey, we do still get these events happen, which is nice. Hardened Oxtroids is a pretty obvious choice. I mean, I can't really do much right now. Unless I just want to go straight to the end game. I want to get to turn 300. I mean, our setup is so successful that nothing really, like, worker predators are triggering random POIs, and that's about it. We own a huge section of the city. The prisoner drive has started. Okay. Set their sights on the lower classes, starting to farm them with captured mechs in order to meet the prisoner quota. Religious schism. The nurturous religion is normally peaceful, but the work of the exorc is seen as abominations by the humanist. The majority of the exalters are killed, including your geneticist contact. Could build more torment nexuses. I don't actually think we can. Where are they? Torment vessels. Yeah, we're capped out. VR pod chambers. What is a torment nexus? Oh, it's we're basically just capturing the upper class and then throwing them in VR torture pods. It's basically the Matrix. We created the Matrix and we forced the upper class to go into it. We started kidnapping the upper class. We could pick a fight with Luperco for fun. I still haven't found a good reason to do background conflicts. I like the concept of them, but yeah, basically I've never found a good reason to actually activate any of them. Other than the fact that I hate Luperco. You know who else I hate is Yinshi Wellness. Those were all the guys I wanted to go for. Rush identity. It worked. Wow, we are really outnumbered here. But only kind of. Because all my bulk bots are going to rain down hellfire. Wow, there's like so many Luperco guys. From the famous novel, Don't Build the Torment Nexus, and we finally built it. Exactly. Optimum strike. Oh. Wait, are there multiple people in this fight? I'm very confused. There's Optum Strike, there's Luperco, and then there's also Shusho. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think we have enough troops. Wow, we lost a lot of guys in that last big set of fights. And I feel like most of them were nickel bots. Good grief. Where's my sledge? He seems like he would be the only one capable of actually dealing with this problem. Like, he has grenades. Oh, they do so little damage because they're shock grenades. That's a bit better. Am I going to hit the other guys if I do this as well? I don't actually think so. God dang it. It did not work as I had hoped. I like that I tried to do the fresh identity and they were like, no, we saw you. We know that was you. Don't be coming in here pretending like it wasn't. We might be dumb, but we're not that dumb. Wow, I really started quite the war here. I did not expect them to have this many troops. Use them to get Megacorps up to incite a war with Vorsamir? I don't get the impression that they care if I'm helping them in these fights or not. I could be very wrong, but it doesn't feel like they care. I'm going to apply some network assisted targeting on everybody else here. And then drop some more nickel bots in, probably. Oh, the fight is over. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Luperco and Optum are attacking Shuso. So I can just keep activating this. Oh, God damn it. How did I even do that? Oh, I just turned on so many mechs. None of them are convictors. Can I please build a mech over here? That's an enemy convictor that will attack it. Wow, the computer does not like me having mechs. It doesn't seem like they care about them having mechs or me having captured mechs. But full-on regular mechs? No. They ain't willing to let that one slide. Those are slums. You can stand on slums. Oh boy. I really opened up a kettle of fish here, I tell you. Can't reach these other guys. What about those guys? I am somehow just out of range of those mechs, but it's everything else gets triggered. All right, well, it is what it is. I'm not really going to panic about this, none. Fill myself up with some troops. See how we do in the big fights. I do know that every guy we kill is meant to be good for us. Now that PMC is obviously dead. So this war is just over now? I guess? Hints on how to trigger World War? I mean, I know I have to get to the 9th timeline, which is probably the 9th Doom, which is sort of like the furthest away part for me. Because I can't go through the Revelation. I mean, I could, like, break up the spaceport or blow up a couple of power plants, and I know that that will speed things up dramatically. But otherwise, we have to wait until Unknown Doom number 9. A military invasion into a full-blown world war. So you have to trigger the military invasion. You need to ensure the C-suite is not assassinated. Which I think is either giving the Predator drones over or giving liquid metal over. Part of me feels like liquid metal might protect the C-suite. Like letting him be free like we just did. Yeah, so I feel like probably the answer is starting the military invasion and just ensuring that the C-suite is alive. Maybe having a budding cybercrat. It's tricky. I can't imagine getting... I guess you can't get all timeline goals in a single timeline as part of the thing. And this is what part of me is like, oh, I want to do this. But you can't really. Because like the Cult of Danver Oh, I suppose that's the cops that I turned away. Activist allies. I thought I was aiding the kids here, but maybe you need to stop doing stuff with liquid metal and then help them poison the donut shops. Which is, I guess, probably the answer. It's tricky. She tricky. I'm happy with where we've gotten, though. Also, we can officially start putting timelines on other rocks now, too, which is pretty cool. Liquid metal woodsman. Weaponized spiders, animated office equipment, and purple Murnong. Post-apocalypse, the bridge with lake. The wastelander treason. We have 4 timelines, yeah. It's been a bit chaotic. We completed 7 paths in this one, 6 in that, 9 in Arakar. That was a pretty good one. I think that's the best path for sure. Going with the Dragon God, creating the Cybercrat. I guess you don't end up with liquid metal, but you don't really need him in the active timeline. I suspect to protect the... That's my guess. Is to protect the C-suite, you need liquid metal free in a separate timeline. So I think I just have to go through the other way and go in favor of the nice Dragon God. Probably create genetic subspecies. Cause a military invasion. I don't know if the military invasion matters, but I would guess because UIH leads to war raptors that maybe Dagakon leads to World War IV. Can only be started during the 9th Doom. So also wait until the 9th Doom and then cause the military invasion to happen. And ensure that the Vorsabeer assassinations don't. It's unclear who the culprit was. The company is as strong as ever, but the change in management does not seem to bode well for your own future. SAC Force patrols with new and more dangerous super cruisers roam the street. A disgruntled colleague from another timeline can. That's 100% liquid metal. Wise allies from another timeline can. So I feel like that's probably the genetic uplift that we haven't been able to do. To have any chance, you must prevent the black market deaths and the Vorsabeer assassinations. You must then start World War IV. To prevent this requires at least 2 separate timelines supporting it. Huh. From another timeline, though, yeah. This is the one I have a lot of... I really haven't been able to figure out. And I think it has something to do with altered growth. Just because I don't know how to get to Homo Grandian, we haven't really gone down that path. It's either that or aiding the kids in poisoning the donut shops. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. There's so many paths. There's so many options. There's so many ways we could go. Not to mention, like, you know, the Ziggurats. We need to have reached chapter 4 or intelligence class 7. I don't even know what that is about. Arakar had war raptors, but we just didn't have very many of them. But we were farming brains really heavily here. Remembrance of identity for the red combat unit. We now get this in alternative timelines as well. That's kind of cool. The nicotine induction. But I think in this one, our troops are still... Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I have Remembrance of Identity, I can use this, I think, to increase CPUs to add additional hacking. So I could potentially get access to more stuff. This is also not the War Raptor timeline. This is not the War Raptor timeline. The first one is the War Raptor timeline. We need 2 timelines to stop World War IV as well. Yeah, it seems like that's pretty much the case. Yeah, because this one we had the Liquid Metal Great Worm, and we had the War Raptor Pen and the War Raptor Creche, which allows us to grow War Raptors. And then, yeah, we have things like the Mind Farm. Oh. This was never an option for me before. But the children see my dragon now. Even though it's a good dragon. I thought you could only do this with the evil dragon. Maybe I just didn't have androids that were invented by AI. You know what? I think actually that was it. I didn't have any androids invented by AI, so I couldn't do this quest. And the company is plateaued right now in VR. That was a change in the most recent patch. Okay, okay. All dragons are good. There's no such thing as a bad dragon. Oh, okay. Well, I just mean like the achievement just says good dragon, bad dragon. That's why I called them that. Now available. Animate office equipment. Specialized drones breach a small building and merge with the office printers, which become weapons of great distraction. Wait a minute. We didn't do that. I didn't realize I had to use special drones to launch that attack. Who has those drones? Torment capture drones. This unit will be removed from the battlefield and put into your torment vessels. Oh, cool. I didn't realize you could do that either. Decrowner drones, a trio of medical drones for harvesting human neural networks. This is how you get brains. This is how you get brains. Good to know. Is this a full version of the game? It is early access, but it is like very feature complete. There is a ton to it. I don't know what they're planning entirely on adding. I think different origins and different starts. But it is very, very full, so. Chris named the achievement just to annoy you, but he didn't know the implications of naming an achievement Bad Dragon. Well, I guess I just think of it as like the evil dragon and the good dragon, more than the bad dragon. Where are the weaponized office printers? This is actually an important question. I would think that my drone ships would be the guys who would launch that, but... Animated office equipment. Do I need like technicians? Animate office equipment. All right, well, we gotta try this out. Corrupted office printer, seek and destroy. A squad of 3 office printers. Oh my God, that's so funny. What do they count as? Bulk units? Converted units. A more literal laser printer. Okay, we gotta try them out. It can't attack. I don't think. It attacks like a bulk unit. Okay, cool. Achievement unlocked. Office Mancer. Weaponized laser printers to fight for you. Well, I'm really glad we tried that. Thank goodness I'm still on ink print. Thank goodness. All right. Well, it seems like there's quite a lot if we want to get World War IV up and running. So I think we'll leave it at this for today. Because there's... I think we'd have to go back and start revisiting the other timelines, which is maybe not a bad idea now that we're through 4 timelines. But it creates a lot of additional questions. We'll see how the week goes. We got some Civilization coming up later this week as well. So thank you for joining us. In the meantime, for Heart of the Machine, I keep thinking I'm done, and I keep getting brought back in. They keep introducing new things that I haven't found yet and haven't discovered. It's very fun. It's very fun. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.